In a world where most people use only a fraction of their brain's capacity, there was a man named Alex who could use 100% of his brain. From a young age, he had always been able to process information faster than his peers and had an uncanny ability to predict outcomes with incredible accuracy. As Alex grew older, he realized that his unique gift could be used for good. He decided to dedicate his life to solving some of the world's most pressing problems, like hunger, disease, and poverty. Alex began by studying neuroscience and developing techniques to help others unlock their brain's full potential. He started a non-profit organization that provided brain training programs to people in underprivileged communities, giving them the tools they needed to succeed. Through his work, Alex became a well-known figure in the scientific community. He was invited to speak at conferences and symposiums around the world and was recognized as a leading authority on the human brain. But as Alex's fame grew, so did the attention he received from those who wanted to use his abilities for their own gain. He was approached by governments, corporations, and even criminal organizations, all of whom wanted to exploit his unique talent. Despite the pressure, Alex refused to use his abilities for anything other than the greater good. He continued to focus on his work, developing new techniques to improve memory retention, increase learning speed, and enhance cognitive function. One day, while conducting research in his laboratory, Alex made a startling discovery. He found a way to reprogram the brain, allowing him to manipulate people's thoughts and actions. At first, Alex was hesitant to use his newfound power. He knew the risks of playing with people's minds and feared the consequences of his actions. But as he watched the world around him continue to spiral into chaos, he realized that he had a responsibility to act. Alex began by targeting the world's most notorious criminals and corrupt politicians, using his powers to force them to confess their crimes and make amends. He became a vigilante, a hero to the masses who saw him as a symbol of hope and justice. But as time went on, Alex's actions became more extreme. He started to use his powers to manipulate people's beliefs, to change the course of history, and even to control the minds of entire populations. As the world fell under Alex's control, a small group of rebels began to organize. They saw Alex as a tyrant, a madman who had to be stopped at all costs. They set out to find a way to defeat him, to bring back the freedom and democracy that had been lost. In the end, Alex's reign of power came to a dramatic end. The rebels managed to infiltrate his laboratory and destroy the device that gave him his power. Alex was left alone, powerless, and isolated from the world he had tried so hard to change. But despite his fall from grace, Alex's legacy lived on. His work had inspired countless others to pursue their own paths of discovery, to push the limits of human potential, and to never give up on the quest for knowledge and truth.